All right, welcome back to All Day on this. It's Tuesday, right? I lose track already. So, Maxx Fuller's joining us to talk all things sports. And, you know, of course, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
We got to mention the shirt, the Barbie.
I got the Barbie shirt.
The Barbie shirt.
Even though I'm like the Ken, you know, I'm Ken. I'm like Ken Ron or whatever. I don't know what my name would be, but I'm Ken. But I got the Barbie shirt to make my daughter laugh.
And did it work?
It worked. It always works. It always, every single time she sees me, she just kind of. It used to work more when she was a little bit younger. Now that she's about to turn 13, it's more of an eye roll, but it makes me laugh. You know?
Well, then you reversed it. You can be amused at her disdain.
Right.
Now. All right. Well, we just watching the Olympics here, and we just saw the mixed doubles curlers.
Yeah. Corey and Corey.
The two Corys from Minnesota. And in the gold medal meet or match against Sweden. And it just concluded.
It just came up short.
And
they just came up short. It came down to the eighth round?
The eighth end.
The eighth end, they call it.
Yeah.
Sweden needed 2 to win, 1 to tie, and then they knocked it out of the way. And they got it. They got the 2. But Corey and Corey still take home silver, but it's a heartbreaker.
It is a heartbreaker, but, you know, again, a silver medal.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to scoff at that
Still
either.
pretty dang good.
It was still extraordinarily fun to watch that team. And we get so much more curling to come because now the individual, the men's and the women's teams separately start to get going here soon.
For sure. Minnesota has a great curling legacy. I think that was going to be the first time that anybody had won from Team USA mixed doubles. I don't think we've won mixed doubles.
I don't believe so either.
Yet. But in the individual rounds, I mean, the Minnesota represents. They show up.
All right. Well, you've had fun watching that.
Oh, yeah. It's been a blast. I've been locked in on so many things that I never would have ever been watching. Luge, big air, which isn't lobbyists in Washington. It's like it's actually snowboarders doing tricks in the air. And it's been amazing. I love watching the Winter Olympics.
Let's talk about the next thing that people are going to be keeping an eye on, and that's a hockey game.
Yeah.
Starting in a little bit. U.S. versus Canada, women, both teams undefeated at the very end now. This is the finals of the preliminary rounds.
Right.
So, I mean, this got a lot riding on it here.
For sure.
Pride, for one.
And this is up there with the great rivalries.
Yes.
It's like Lakers, Celtics, Ali, Frazier. People that sit behind me at sporting events in my afro. I mean, it's right up there with the great rivalries of all time. Check this out. All time, Canada leads the series 25-23. All-time goals, 135 to 133.
Wow.
No other country in women's hockey has ever won Olympic gold or world championship gold aside from the USA or Canada.
Oh.
This is as close can be. Like, this is, I mean, not only is predicted to be the gold medal game, it's the only gold medal game we've ever seen.
Right, which is what makes this preliminary game feel like a gold medal game before we even get to the gold medal.
And the USA was schooling Canada on the preliminaries to the preliminaries on the way up to the Olympics. Both teams have been dominant. I think Canada's outscored their opponents something like 9-1. And Team USA, listen, I know their goal song is Freebird by Leonard Skinner. It could be You Can't Touch This because they're outscoring teams 15-1.
Yeah.
Their only rival is Canada, and they're looking to put a beat down on them in about like 5 minutes.
All right. You talked about we were watching some skiing today, a bronze medal for U.S. women downhill skiers, and they're not the ones that you expected. It's Jackie Wiles and Paula Moltzen, who upstaged their teammates, Breezy Johnson and Michaela Schifrin.
They're the big names.
They finished 0.06 seconds ahead. This was was it the combined?
It was, yeah. It was like the combined. I don't know if it's like team because the U.S. had multiple teams. Obviously, like you said, Italy had multiple teams. And Paula from Minnesota, she's a Minnesotan. She's one of us, and taking home a bronze medal and upsetting a huge upset in that world
of their own teammates.
Yeah, of their own teammates.
We would prefer to see them both on the
right.
Yeah. What's that, Ryan? I'm sorry, Brian just Oh, yeah, he's given us the rap. Well, we want to talk about Lindsey Vonn, though. After that crash, she released her first statement about the crash that, of course, ended her Olympic comeback dreams here. And we have the full screen here that says, "I was simply 5 inches too tight on my line when my right arm hooked inside of the gate, twisting me and resulted in my crash." And you see here in the still photos that, you know, she just caught that gate. It spun her around. Says her ACL and past injuries had nothing to do with that crash whatsoever, but she had a complex tibia fracture, currently stable, will require multiple surgeries to fix properly, and went on to say that "I tried, I dreamt, I jumped. I hope if you take away anything from my journey, it's that you all have the courage to dare greatly. Life is too short not to take chances on yourself, because the only failure in life is not trying." There you go. But it could be probably the end, according to, you know, an interview I saw with her father. If he has anything to say about it, he said this will be the end of her competitive downhill skiing.
Yeah, and an unfortunate end, a tragic end. But like she said, I think it's easy for critics and doubters to say, "Hey, she was 41. Maybe she shouldn't have come back to the game." But that's her choice. That's what she wanted to do.
Well, and I think too, what you can say is that she didn't come back to lose. She came back to put it all out there,
right? And
that's how hard she was trying, and that it resulted in that crash. So I think, you know, that's why, is that she was so on the edge to get to that podium that's what happened.
Absolutely.
So I mean, she didn't want to go and place 12th.
No.
She wanted to win.
She's out there to win. She's Lindsey freaking Vonn, one of the greatest of all time.
All right. Thanks for coming in. We got to wrap here. We could talk a lot more about a lot of stuff.
Sure.
But
Anytime.
we got to take a break here. Here's a bit of Zen for you. Oh, that is Mukoska. Look at that. We got a little sailing going on out there. All right. Either way, beautiful day to be out. We'll be right back on All Day.